Hey, Scott, why did the orange lose the race?
Did he run out of juice?
Oh, you've heard that one before.
I've heard them all before, Dale.
No way. I've got one you never heard before.
Try me.
Why did the dinosaur cross the road?
Okay, you got me. I don't know. Why did the dinosaur cross the road?
Because chickens didn't exist yet.
That's funny. But neither did roads.
All right.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
We got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw up.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your
It's
hosts,
very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
We're back.
From outer space.
No, from Vegas. Literally back from Vegas. So in the last, I don't know, since people last heard us,
Yeah,
I flew from here to there and back again.
that's right.
Amazing.
I know.
It's amazing what you can do in a week.
All right.
So into Vegas, you guys, we told you that we bought a house. We're 99% there. Loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I FaceTimed Dale while I was there.
excited.
Did a little tour. You didn't actually get to see this house we're buying. This is the second time we've done this
Second time in a row I haven't seen a house in person before.
before we literally put down the
No,
money.
third time.
What's that? Oh, Santa Fe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't see that one either.
All right. All right. Well, you're going to see this one before we move in.
Yeah, but after we close,
I know. I think you feel pretty good about this one.
I do.
It's actually pretty special, pretty different, and that's what we love about it.
Very different than what we've used
We've never had anything like this
have
before.
been buying. Right.
That's true. Anyway, so I had fun out there. It's weird being in Vegas by yourself. It's not the first time I've been in Vegas by myself. I've done it a couple times for like conferences and,
Right.
and trade shows and stuff. But it's just not the same. It's not the same. You can't pal around with someone, you know. You're kind of doing. I met some friends, and that was cool, but it's just not the same.
It is surprising that with Las Vegas,
Mhm.
and look at all people from all over the fucking earth
All walks of life, for
come
sure.
to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And it almost seems like you are, if you're open and willing to talk to people who are like sitting next to you or whatever,
Yeah.
it seems like you're bound to meet someone who is like maybe where you're from, or
Oh, yeah.
it's constant.
Well, and I was sitting at my favorite machine,
Yeah.
which is the Dragon Link Panda machine at Mandalay Bay. You know exactly where I was sitting
I know
for
where you-
95% of the time that I was there.
I know.
And next to me was this guy who about my age, husband, married, straight guy, married, 2 kids. I think he had 3 kids. He was there with his brother for a conference, and we got to talking. And turns out he lives in Ocean City, Maryland.
Yeah.
So he's just a stone's throw away from us.
40 minutes away.
Yeah, so that was fun, and I ended up playing blackjack with them and hanging out with them a little bit. I was not good at the blackjack table. I don't know if we've talked about that before. So Dale and I are slot people. And a lot of people turn their noses up at slots, but we love slot machines.
Yeah.
And we're not so great on the table games. We'll play them every now and then. We've played roulette at National Harbor. We've played the big wheel at Wynn. But this was the first time I sat down at a legit blackjack table at Mandalay Bay. I only lasted about 10 minutes.
I don't enjoy table games where my decision can affect
Other
the
people.
player next
Yeah.
to me.
So
So that's why I stay away.
I cannot count fast enough. That's my problem. And I'm looking at these cards and I'm like, oh shit. And then, there are cards that like the ace counts for either 1 or something. 11, right? And so it's just too much for me. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming.
It's a lot. And I've done blackjack once, and I am not the greatest blackjack player, but I apparently had made a bad call.
Yeah.
And other players
they get pissed off.
Were very pissed at me, and so I left, and I have not played since.
Right.
And I won't play.
And that's exactly what happened to me. I walked away in shame with my tail between my legs and went back to my Panda machine.
Right.
Because that's where Scott belongs, at Panda.
I like the electronic ones, though.
Can I tell you, Dale? I got 5 hand pays on my Panda machine. Literally 5 hand pays on my Panda machine.
I know.
One friggin' machine, y'all. Not just the game, but just this one particular machine. It does well for us. Or me. You did well at the one next to it. The Golden Century.
Golden Century.
Yeah.
We've actually seen that man in person.
We have.
Remember? At the Palms.
Actually, so when I'm leaving town... Oh, well, first I should say that our favorite pretzel place is now gone. I was very disappointed about this. So between Mandalay Bay and Luxor, you guys know Luxor. It's that big black pyramid with the big light on the top. So there's this mall that connects Mandalay to Luxor. And we would very regularly go across the mall to a pretzel place to get pretzels. Kind of like Auntie Anne's, but didn't have that name. And one of my favorite things was a hot dog inside of a pretzel. And it was a great late night snack. It was a great dinner alternative.
We had been there a lot.
It's gone. It's gone. And it was very, very sad to see it.
It's funny that you say that because that's not only, I mean, lots of things have changed at Mandalay.
Lots of things are changing.
Since we've been gone for a year and a half.
Yeah, there are new bars, there are new restaurants. It's all kinds of crazy changing. But and that's fine. And some of it's for the better, some of it's not, like the pretzel place leaving. Anyway, when I was waiting for my flight to return to Delaware, I was sitting at the bar. Imagine me sitting at a bar.
Right.
There was a couple there who just had these huge fucking shit-eating grin smiles on their face. It's like, why are these people so fucking happy? They're leaving Vegas and they're so happy. It's because each of them had a tattooed ring on their left ring finger. They had just gotten married, 20-somethings.
Yeah.
I didn't know that this was a thing. And apparently we got to talking.
I don't understand how you didn't know this was
The bartender and I got to talking with this couple. And apparently the new thing is, instead of rings like you and I have, our platinum rings, they have tattooed wedding rings.
Right.
Yeah. You knew that was a thing?
I've seen it before. Yeah.
Not only did they get tattoos, so the last time you were in Vegas, you got a tattoo on your right arm at the Starlight Tattoo Place, which is super famous at Mandalay Bay.
On the wrist.
Yeah. Right next to House of Blues. They got their tattoos in their room at Treasure Island.
So I didn't know this was a thing, but I should have known this was a thing.
The tattoo artist came to them.
Right.
How cool is that?
It's really cool. And like I said, I didn't know it was a thing, but we should have known that was a thing. Because you can get anything to come to your room in Las Vegas.
Literally.
Anything.
Literally.
Anything you want.
Anything you want.
Right.
Illegal or legal.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was my trip to Vegas.
There you go.
But basically, I went there to do the inspection on the house that we're buying, and I loved it.
Yes.
I loved every fucking inch of it.
I'm excited.
And we're very excited about moving there, so that's happening sometime in 2022.
So at some point, this show and the other show that we do is going to be on at least a 2-week hiatus until we get there and get internet and get all set up.
It is true that we'll have to go on hiatus, and I think I'll end season 11 of Swish Edition, start season 12 out in Vegas.
Yeah. We just don't know when those dates are going to be.
We don't know the timing yet because we're buying this house before we sell a house, so there's going to be some leeway there.
Right.
We'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
If you'd like to buy a house in Seaford, Delaware, it's pretty fucking cool. Let me tell you. I have to do this a bit about American Airlines because You know,
But
American.
here's the thing. I don't know why. And I don't know why you want to bring this up and drag this through the mud where regardless of the fucking airline, you're going to get the same spiel. And why you're calling out American is beyond me.
Because it's the
Because
only.
everyone fucking does it.
Does they?
Yes.
Do they? I don't know.
Southwest does it, Delta does it, and United does it. They all do it.
All right, can I tell the people what I'm talking about?
Yes.
American Airlines has this fucking 5-minute commercial that happens about 10 minutes after you take off.
Right.
Before you're at cruising altitude, before the flight attendant gets out of her seat. And they do this 5-minute audio commercial about their fucking credit card. And they go down the aisles literally with credit card applications and pens for people to sign out.
Right.
I am so fucking over this. It's on every fucking flight. I don't want your fucking credit card. Who's like, oh, yes, I'm flying to Vegas for the weekend for my honeymoon or whatever. Oh, yeah, I need another credit card. Seriously?
Well, it depends on how you travel.
It is
and
not.
for us, we could probably benefit from an American Airlines credit card.
Probably. And maybe we should have one. But that's not the point. The point is that you want to read your book. You want to watch your show. You don't need a fucking credit card commercial on the airplane that you spent all this money on.
You're all about capitalism, and you hate this.
I hate this. I hate forced. Because you can't get away from it. You can't get away from
Put your
it.
fucking headphones on.
I tried. I had my noise cancellation Apple iPods, or what are they called? AirPods on.
Yeah.
They still got through. In related news, American Airlines has cornered the turkey market.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on the fucking first class meals on American Airlines.
You have a turkey sandwich.
Every fucking flight is a turkey sandwich. Cold turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
What happened to first class? What happened to hot food?
But I don't think this is an American problem. I think this is all the problem. I really think
Who was paying you to make amends for American Airlines?
I'm not making amends, but I believe this is true for almost United and Delta, and I think it comes down to Sky Chefs. I don't think they have the fucking people.
Why can't we have hot meals?
I think it comes down to Sky Chefs.
It's literally
at least we have alcohol, so I'm not complaining.
All right, I am happy to have.
Give me a fucking turkey and cheese sandwich as long as I have alcohol. At least we got that now, because we didn't have that for a long time.
All right.
Right?
Should I move on? Because I could go on and on about American, on and on. There's so many problems with
a first class seat is more than just a hot meal.
It's just a fucking bigger seat.
That's my least thing that I look forward to.
So you get a drink. You get a drink. You have a bathroom that not everyone is using. Right. Those are good things. You're in the front of the plane. You get to get on first.
And I got more room. So what you bring me to eat, I could give two shits about.
Hey, so I learned my lesson.
I don't pay for first class tickets to get.
I hear you.
A fucking
Chateaubriand and
a Michelin star steak.
But that used to be the way.
It used to be the way.
You used to get shrimp cocktails and shit.
Oh, I'm just glad. And the warm nuts.
Oh, you don't get warm nuts. Are you kidding me? Warm nuts are gone. If you want warm nuts, stick your hand down your pants.
I bet if
that's where you're going to find your warm nuts.
I bet if there was some research being done, I bet there's an issue with Sky Chefs.
I don't know. I think it's about American not wanting to spend any money.
Maybe. Because we're certainly paying the same fucking price without all this shit.
Exactly.
So now we've set a new bar.
Oh, and
because people are willing to fly without all of this shit.
And a drink on the ground before takeoff, gone. Someone coming around to grab your coat and hang it up for you, gone.
The one thing I hate,
they've dumbed down the service so much that it's basically coach with alcohol.
The one thing I hate is the drink on the ground.
They don't do it anymore.
During boarding.
They don't do it. Hot towel? Fuck that. No fucking hot towel. Yeah. There's nothing. They've dumbed it down so much that it's not even enjoyable anymore. I hate flying.
It's the worst way to get anywhere.
That's why when we get to Vegas, we're just going to stay there. Screw the East Coast. If our family and friends from the East Coast want to see us, they need to come to Vegas because Scott and Dale aren't leaving Vegas once we get there.
It's becoming true that air travel is becoming the worst way to travel. It's just not. I don't think it's ever been enjoyable.
No.
It's never been enjoyable,
No,
but it was
fucking hate it.
tolerable.
Yeah.
And it's becoming less than tolerable now.
Nobody wants to hear us rant about first class. I mean, the people that listen to this show, they're pissed at us already. I'm just kidding. No, actually, a lot of people listen to the show fly first class, I'm sure. Because you'll not be listening to the Swish Edition. Right, it's a first class show. For all of you out there who are looking at your calendars right now, you might want to write this down. Wednesday, January 19th is National Popcorn Day.
Hey.
Did you know that, Dale?
Yeah, but more importantly is that if you're listening to the show, yesterday was Betty White Day. And make sure that you can still donate a minimum of $5 in the name of Betty White to your local animal nonprofit.
This is reason number 18 that Dale has not read further in the script to know that we're talking about that later in the show. But that's good. I'm glad you're mentioning it now. Did you read the script?
No.
No. He doesn't read the script. He likes to be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad you're pointing that out because that is important.
It's important.
And you and I did donate to a local Sussex County animal rescue organization.
There you go.
We did that yesterday. Even after creator and star Jennifer Saunders, one of my favorite people on earth who is a British person, said that she couldn't stomach doing Absolutely Fabulous again in this new woke world.
She is also white.
I'm with her.
You just point out all the stereotypes. Just point them out.
A new and supposedly final Absolutely Fabulous special is coming to the BBC to honor the show's 30th anniversary and the passing of actress June Whitfield, who played Adina's mother.
I was Adina for Halloween once.
Love this. So this is the premise of the show. Adina discovers a huge secret about her mother after she passes, a secret that changes everything between Adina and Patsy forever.
So wait, is she still alive in this or no?
Adina's mother? No, she's dead. She died. The actress died, so she won't be in there. I think the show will pick up with her mother passing away. Right away.
But Adina's still there. Okay.
Right. Well, Jennifer Saunders is still alive. Yes. So Adina and Patsy will be back for one more. It's a 40-minute 30th anniversary special on the BBC. I think we'll get it. We'll get it at some point here in America. I mean, at least on BBC America.
You got BBC America. I'm sure to be on there.
So a lot of people who love Ab Fab, like me, it's been around since the 90s. They're very excited about this.
It's like a dirty
news.
Golden Girls.
It's the dirtiest of all Golden Girls.
Yeah.
In related news, Jennifer Saunders and original comedy partner Don French, French and Saunders, one of the best comedy groups out there. They are, I didn't know this. They are two of the actresses featured on Death on the Nile, the new Agatha Christie movie that premieres in theaters on February 11th here in America, with cannibal Armie Hammer. He was a cannibal, apparently.
I know.
Gal Gadot, Russell Brand, Annette Bening, and of course Kenneth Branagh, who is returning as Inspector Poirot again.
That's a hell of a cast.
Dale and I really enjoyed 2017's Murder on the Orient Express remake. Yes. Kenneth Branagh is also directing this one like he did Murder on the Orient Express. So $90 million budget for this movie.
Wow.
Yeah, they put a lot into this. And him casting Jennifer Saunders and Dawn French just tickles my fancy so much. I'm so excited that they're in this movie. So
we should go see it. And we also are still we're going tomorrow, right?
Today we're going to see Scream, which came out on Friday. It's getting rave reviews. It's past Spider-Man in box office. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, not total, but for the weekend.
Oh, for the weekend.
It was bigger this past weekend than Spider-Man was.
I think Spider-Man's got more of a global.
I think Spider-Man's going to do well overall.
Yeah.
But Scream won the weekend. We'll let you know what we thought about Scream next week, since we're seeing it like literally while you're listening to this. We're probably sitting in the theater watching Scream. Yeah, with our masks on, of course.
And our whole row of seats.
I bought 4 seats. An update from something we talked about last week. A bartender in Key West recognized the arsonists because he was an asshole.
Yeah.
We're talking about the 2 guys that dragged a Christmas tree to Key West's southernmost point monument and set it on fire. And it was on video because there is a webcam.
There are cameras everywhere
There's
in Key West.
cameras everywhere.
Can't get away with anything.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Not just Key West, but everywhere. These guys were caught on camera, and this bartender named Cameron Briody, who works at Irish Kevin's, remembers seeing this guy. He says he's really good at remembering names and faces. He saw this guy on New Year's Eve. He remembered him because the guy ordered 3 drinks, and all 3 times the guy did not tip him. That's how a bartender remembers
That's how you get in trouble. That's how you get in trouble.
Briody passed that information on to the police, and they absolutely found these guys. David Perkins of Leesburg, Florida, and Skylar Ray Jacobson of Henrietta, Texas. They were arrested for lighting the monument on fire.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, they face charges of criminal mischief. It cost $5,000 to fix that buoy.
They should pay for it.
They should do some time. They should do something.
They should pay for it and do a little bit more.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be even.
No. You can't just pay up.
It was just a shitty thing they did. That's like robbing a bank. And it's like, okay, I'll give you the money back.
And then
No.
let me go.
Right.
Let me go.
No, that's not how it
There has to be some consequence.
That's not how it fucking works. That's not how it fucking works.
Do you like, hey Dale, do you like dunking Oreos in milk?
No.
A lot of people don't, but a lot of people do, but not me.
Because I can't have milk.
Me either. So Barefoot Wines has come up with a bunch of red wines that pairs well with Oreo Thins, which
Get
is
the fuck out.
Oreo's slimmer
Really?
cookie cousin. Yeah. It's called a grown-up pairing. Whatever that is. The new grown-up pairing. But surprise, surprise, you guys can't buy this wine because it's already sold out.
What the hell does it supposed to taste like to make it complimentary to Oreo cookies?
I don't know. It's kind of gross. I mean, who wants to take an Oreo cookie, which is very chocolatey and creamy, and stick it in red wine? I don't get that, or why you'd want to do that, or why even Barefoot Wines and Oreos would even have this collaboration. It's weird.
It's weird to me.
That they don't go together.
No.
Crackers maybe, but not cookies.
Oreos are completely fine by themselves. I can sit in front of a TV and watch a movie and just eat a whole fucking pack of them, especially if you give me the thin ones. Jesus. I love Oreos.
They're great.
I just don't want to put them in milk.
I wish I had the button, the Oreo. O-R-E-O. Remember we used to play that a lot.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, my God. I remember that from like several months ago when you brought up that old commercial.
Do, 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 and an Oreo cookie.
All right. Now we're going to wish we fucking had it.
Do you want that smell in your house? Campbell's chicken noodle soup or tomato soup and grilled cheese, candles are a thing. You heard that right. The former is said to offer notes of savory chicken, cloves, and buttery crackers, while the latter is billed as featuring roasted tomato, peppercorn, and gooey grilled cheese.
No thanks.
These are candles that you could have bought if they weren't sold out, just like our last item.
No thanks. Just like I would buy it, but I don't necessarily want a fire log to smell like KFC fucking fried chicken.
The Campbell
I would do it once and then that's it.
The Campbell Soup scented candles were available from camp.com and camp stores in New York, New Jersey, Dallas, and Connecticut. However, they sold out very quickly, and a Campbell Soup spokesperson said that only 2,000 of them were ever made. They were priced at $24 each, with 10% of the net proceeds going to Feeding America.
Nice.
So if Campbell's really wanted to feed America, wouldn't they have made more than 2,000 fucking candles?
You know how it works.
In the past, on this show, we've talked about scented candles that are smelled like McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese, IKEA meatballs, and most recently on the show, we talked about Miller Lite's version of the dive bar. You can actually buy that candle.
No.
So these candles are out there. If you guys want one, you can probably pay $1,000 for it on eBay.
No.
I say, no thank you. If I want my house to smell like Campbell's tomato soup or Campbell's chicken noodle soup, I'll fucking make some soup. How about that?
But you have to admit, I mean, this is great marketing. This is great marketing. And if you were the fucking president of Campbell's, you was like, yes, let's fucking do this because I know I'm going to sell out.
Well, not only are they going to sell out, are people going to buy them right away, but they know that people like Dale and Scott are going to talk about it.
Right.
And that's exactly what they want. So they, bing, 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 Campbell's got what they wanted. We just did a commercial for them.
And it's they're not making money from this. I mean, if they're putting it all to feed the Americans, then this is a win-win.
10%.
It's something.
You and I actually ate Campbell soup last night because we used Campbell soup in our chicken dumplings.
Oh, in the recipe, yeah.
In related news, did you guys know that Campbell Soup owns the Goldfish Cracker Company? The Goldfish that we all eat all the time, that's owned by Campbell's. They have just now released new Mega Bites. These are crackers for adults, they say. Goldfish-shaped crackers. They're 50% larger than the ones we all know and love. And they're eventually going to be available in 5,000 different flavors. 20 different flavors. Goldfish originally made its debut in the United States in 1962. I did not know that. The crackers were originally promoted as a cocktail hour snack. Actually, one of our favorite restaurants.
One of our restaurants gives them out as that.
Hank's Oyster Bar in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, that's right.
When you first sit down at the table, they bring you a little ramekin of...
It's a great snack.
It's a great snack.
It's like the perfect amount of like a little cheesy cracker and the right amount of salt.
We always have them.
Perfect.
I think we have some upstairs right now. The brand became popular among children when they started adding smiles carved into the fish crackers back in 1997.
That's why they call it the snack that smiles back, bitches.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, Goldfish are classic.
They're one of my favorite. I literally took them on my trip to Vegas. I had them in my backpack.
And you know, if I were Campbell's and I purchased the Goldfish brand, because I honestly thought it was Pepperidge Farm, but now I know that's not right. I really thought Pepperidge Farm was.
I think I thought that too.
I thought it was Pepperidge Farm, but anyway, why would you change or add?
Why would you do anything to fuck with it?
Why would you do anything?
Right.
Just make them. Just fucking make them.
Do we really need them to be 50% bigger?
No, because I want to grab a handful and then funnel them into my mouth. That's what I want to do. I don't know if I could do that if a fish is 50% larger.
You know, I do actually like the pizza ones. Have you had those? Or the pretzel ones?
No.
I like those. Those are both.
But there were sour cream and onion
good.
ones, which are yummy.
Oh, no, I don't know if I like that.
I just want the classic ones because they're real salty.
Yeah.
I like salt.
Actually, I would think that a nice big handful of Goldfish would be nice in some Campbell's tomato soup.
Of course.
We have an update from something we talked about last week. Lily James, the actress who is playing Pam Anderson in the new Hulu series Pam and Tommy.
Can't wait for this.
Turns out that she reached out to Pamela Anderson, the real person, before she did the series and heard nothing back.
Of course. Should she be? I don't think she should be surprised. And I think she should feel like she should be a dick for reaching out.
However,
Do you think Pam and Tommy want this movie to come out?
Yes. Can you hold on for 1 second? Mm-hmm. Sebastian Stan, who plays Tommy Lee, did reach out to Tommy Lee, and Tommy met with him, and the two of them became good friends.
Tommy Lee's a whore.
And Pam Anderson isn't?
No. I mean, I don't know if this movie is being made with.
It's a series.
Right, but I don't think it's being made.
Oh, it's not made with their permission. No.
Exactly. So she probably wants to put this behind her. She was like, fuck you.
Right.
I want nothing to do with you. Tommy Lee, he's done nothing in however many decades. Nothing.
Anyway.
He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, man, bro. Come on, we'll shoot some beers and we'll get it on. Let's go.
Lily James tells People magazine that the physical transformation to turn into Pamela Anderson required 4 hours of makeup, wigs, chest plate, and tanning.
It's all in the breast. I guarantee it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. So that's your Pam and Tommy news. I'm looking forward to this. Comes out in a couple weeks on Hulu.
I want to watch this.
We're going to watch it.
Because I think it's going to be great.
Also, this is not going to interest Dale whatsoever, but I have to say this because you guys out there may be or may have been a Guiding Light fan. So Guiding Light was literally
Reva
Shane
and Patrick? Josh
Lewis, Reva Shane.
Because my mother watched it.
Guiding Light was my favorite show. I even have a song, Guiding Light. It is my favorite show. Da 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 da. Guiding Light. Anyway, my sister and I watched Guiding Light every day after school. It was our favorite show, and when it went off there, I literally cried. I mean, Josh and Reva went off in the sunset next to the lighthouse.
But didn't it get weird? Like, didn't she die and come back as a ghost?
All kinds of crazy shit happened on that show. Yeah, it's just like every soap opera. But Robert Newman, who played Josh Lewis on the show, has been cast in The Young and the Restless. So
Robert Newman, the salad dressing?
No. That was Robert Newman? Really? Salad dressing?
Newman's own.
That's not Robert Newman.
Oh, I don't know Newman's own's first name.
Come on. The guy from like all the movies and shit.
His name is Newman. His last name is Owen.
It's not Robert, but it is Newman. Paul Newman. All right, shut up. You're going in the wrong direction. You're ruining my segment. Anyway, if you guys are Guiding Light fans, check it. Robert Newman, Josh Lewis. He's coming to Young and the Restless. Excited about it. I might even tune in. Check it out. I haven't watched Young and the Restless in a while. I like it. I know. I kind of know what's going on, but I don't watch it on a daily basis anymore.
Yeah.
Up until about a year and a half ago, I stopped watching. But I do enjoy it. But it was taking up a lot of time.
I was always under the impression that when you watch soaps, regardless of what it is, you just watch it on Fridays.
Right. It is the best day to watch.
You just watch it on Fridays.
It is the best day. That's for damn sure.
Because Monday through Thursday is just... It's not even work up to Friday. It's just bullshit till Friday.
Well, the problem was when I was taping it and I had or recording it, I should say, on the DVR, it was getting interrupted so many times by like breaking news because this fucking president we have now likes to talk in the middle of the day. So he was always interrupting Guiding Light, or no, well, not Guiding Light, Young and the Restless. Anyway, there you go. So apparently Yee wants to kick Pete Davidson's ass. You guys know who Yee is? Just one day after reports surfaced that Kanye West was under investigation for allegedly punching a fan in the face. What the fuck is wrong with him? Several news outlets are reporting that there's audio out there called My Life Was Never Easy featuring some guy named The Game. Is that a rapper or something?
Yes.
Anyway, it's been leaked online, and the single happens to include the following lyric: God saved me from that crash just so I can beat Pete Davidson's ass. I wonder why Yee wants to beat Pete Davidson's ass. I can't imagine why.
Who knows?
What a dick. I mean, he's been showing up all over town with some new hottie that looks exactly like Kim Kardashian. She's white. And Pete Davidson apparently has a huge cock. So that's why Kim Kardashian likes him. Pete Davidson's dated everybody in Hollywood, right? Ariana Grande.
Right. And I mean,
all kinds of people.
I enjoy comedy.
He's very funny.
I think he's very funny.
Seems his movie,
but
King of Staten Island, we loved it.
But I mean, if to want to hang out with him, I was like,
maybe you would. Maybe he's a cool guy to hang out with.
Maybe. I feel like he'd be obnoxious as shit.
What does Kim see in Pete? There's something there.
I had no idea.
Must be the dick.
It ain't money.
He certainly doesn't have her money.
No.
I mean, you might have a couple million in the bank, but that might be it. I mean, I'd be surprised if he has more than $2 or $3 million in the bank.
Right.
Yeah. Betty White fever. All right, so we're back to Betty White. Yesterday was her 100th birthday, and Dale and I did make a donation in her honor here in Sussex County, Lower Slower, Delaware. I hope you guys did too. Actually, a lot of my friends I saw online yesterday donated.
I hope it's a big thing. It's a big thing.
And it comes out. Let me start that over. Turns out that NBC will pay tribute to Betty in an hour-long primetime special commemorating her life and legacy of the trailblazing television star. It's called Celebrating Betty White, America's Golden Girl. It'll air on Monday, January 31st at 10 p.m. 10 p.m.? We're already in bed by then.
Right.
We'll have to tape it. Anyway, it'll be available on Peacock the next day. My Peacock, my Peacock.
I think this is going to be fun.
Friends and Stars will pay tribute to one of the world's most beloved entertainers. And it's true. And you could say this is sappy and horror, everyone's going overboard, but it's fucking true.
There's not many people.
It's like Dolly Parton.
Right.
She's up there with Dolly Parton. If Dolly Parton died tomorrow, the same thing would happen.
But what makes this great is that people like Betty White and Dolly Parton, even though she's still alive, is that she crosses many things, and that's generations.
Every generation.
Political standings. She crosses lots and lots of things. Like they're very, very, very likable.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe
how many people are like that
with Betty White and Dolly Parton. And one of the things that's in their saving grace is that they don't make themselves political beings.
Important.
Never once have you heard Dolly Parton take a side.
And not once.
I don't think you've ever heard where
Betty White
sided for.
All right.
So you take that away. You take that away, right? I mean, because that's
it's important.
It's like the fucking leech on it for everybody. Just stay the fuck away. You don't need to give your fucking opinion.
And when stars and celebrities and entertainers get political, it fucking turns me off. Even if you're coming out for the things I believe in.
Right.
Why would you do that? Why would you segment your fan base, right? I guess. Although some people very, very strongly about things.
Right.
Jamie Lee Curtis, I follow her on Instagram. She's very vocal about the things that she believes in.
Right.
But she's turning off a lot of people.
Well, I mean, but that's your prerogative. It's not her problem that she's an actor.
Yeah. All right. So Dolly Parton and Betty White were very, very good at not doing that.
Right.
And everyone loves them.
I think that's why they're so likable.
And that's why we're celebrating Betty White on January 31st at 10 p.m. on NBC. Boom, boom, boom.
I want to watch it.
Or the next day on Peacock.
Yeah.
Excited about this, Dale, because I've missed it, because you and I watch it a lot. We watch it every week. Bill Maher is finally back on HBO this Friday night. I think he's on at 9. I think they moved him to 10, actually. I think it was live at 9 p.m., but I think now it's 10 p.m. I could be wrong about that.
There's no fucking way they changed the time.
I think they moved him up an hour, but we'll find out. Anyway,
up an hour,
back an hour. Yeah, he was on it live at 9 p.m. on the East Coast.
There's no way they changed that. No way.
I think they moved him to 10, so it would be a little later on the West Coast. It would be 7 o'clock on the West Coast. So we'll find out. I will double check that and report back next week, because it'll be after the fact. It will have already happened. Anyway, Bill Maher back this Friday on HBO. I love him. He says the truth, man. He doesn't hold anything back. He's the lefty libertarian.
Yeah.
And I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And love this. Steve Harvey's not my favorite guy in Hollywood.
He's not mine either.
But Steve Harvey says he won't do any more stand-up while he's still got TV jobs, because he's got a couple things. He's got his judging thing. He's hosting some things. I think
he's still doing Family Feud.
Is he still doing that? I don't know.
I think so.
Anyway, he fears he's going to be canceled for stand-up stuff, so he's not going to do stand-up while he still has TV gigs.
Isn't that a shame?
It's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, it's a good thing you and I don't have jobs, or we might be canceled for doing this show. What are you going to do? Anyway, who is that? Wait, Dale, can you pause it? Could you pause this for a second?
This was actually a pretty great thing.
So I literally said to Dale while we were watching episode 3 of the Book of Boba Fett, I said, could you pause it for a second? And I said, do you know who that is? So there's this guy that shows up. He was playing a character. He's a watermonger.
He sells water.
Petitioning Boba Fett inside the former Jabba the Hutt's former palace, right? So I'm like, I recognize this guy. And it turns out that it was actor Stephen Root, who played Milton on the cult classic Office Space movie. This is the guy who didn't want anyone to steal his red stapler. And it was him. And everyone knows about it now. And when I posted it the other day on Facebook, everyone's like, yeah, I thought that too. And I had to look it up on IMDb.
I know, right?
Yeah. Anyway, it
was
him.
fun. It was fun to see. And there was
cool.
also one other actor, and maybe I should be ashamed to bring this up because I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Who?
Because I can't tell you who it is. That's the thing.
Oh, the guy who was with the Beast. Yeah.
Right. He's been in tons and tons of things. He was in that AMC show where the pizza was on the roof.
Yeah, and he's been in a lot of Robert Rodriguez movies.
Right.
And yeah, he's done a lot of stuff.
He's been everywhere.
And I can't think of his name, and I feel bad.
Right. And the thing is, I'm enjoying the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But it is not The Mandalorian.
No, it's very different. And I think we've established that already. But what this is all about is, so there's 2 timelines going on. There's what's happening right now with Boba Fett being kind of taking over Jabba the Hutt's reign in this little city.
Right.
And then there's the flashbacks.
Right.
And the flashbacks actually are better.
I think they're
than
better.
what's going on now.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if I had to compare the two, Mandalorian takes a seat there.
Mandalorian is better, but I'm really enjoying this. And the fact that Ming-Na Wen is in this, and I love her to death.
Oh, she's great.
She's so good in this. So good in this. And Jessica Biel from Flashdance and the L Word, she's in this. There's a lot of great people just kind of pop up out of nowhere.
I know. And maybe that's what I find weird, because I'm certainly... I mean, I'm not enjoying it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely going to watch it every time it comes out. But certainly, and it's not even the flashbacks and then what's current. It's just a storyline. Is I enjoy Mandalorian so much more.
It's a very different animal.
It's different.
True.
But
there's more coming, Dale.
Right.
These are only the first 2. There are more Star Wars series coming. We've got the one with Obi-Wan Kenobi coming. We got other stuff coming. So we've got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forgot what I was going to say.
And you got Mandalorian Season 3 coming that you can look forward to.
Yeah.
So speaking of Disney, and of course we're watching the Book of Boba Fett on Disney+. Should Disney Plus be altering the classics? And this is a question that came up from our friend Robbie Barnett out in Walla Walla, Washington, which is one of my favorite places to say. I say that out loud. Walla Walla, Washington.
It's a cool
Isn't
place.
that a place you'd want to live?
It's a cool name. I don't know if I want to live there. It's a cool name.
They get snow. They get snow, rain, and wind.
I've never been there.
No,
so
we don't want to go.
I'm not going to say I want to go.
But hopefully Robbie will come visit us in the desert.
Yes. Well, he's been there once.
But Robbie brought this to my attention. Disney Plus is altering the classics on their new Disney Plus service. With Splash, one of Disney's famous movies from the probably late 80s, early 90s with Daryl Hannah, they have been blurring out her butt in the scene where she comes out of the water.
Right.
And then the classic Adventures in Babysitting, which is on Disney Plus, available for you guys to stream. They changed the best line from the whole movie. It's "Don't fuck with the babysitter," and they've changed it to "Don't fool with the babysitter." So he has a beef with this, and he says, you don't change movies. You don't edit movies.
Totally agree.
And I don't care that
Totally
Disney
agree.
Plus is maybe aimed towards a younger audience. Don't fuck with the classics. If it's a PG-13 movie, just put that on there. Say it's a PG-13 movie, and the parents can decide, oh, there might be a fuck here and there. There might be a non-blurred butt here and there.
Right.
But listen, butts, everyone has a butt. Everyone in America has a butt.
I hate all of this. I hate all of this.
Why do you need to blur a butt? Because kids can't see butts? They have butts.
Right.
It's just like kids in Europe. Go to the beach.
Europe,
They go to the beach and they see naked boobies all day long.
It hits 9:00 in Europe, and everything is allowed. Everything's fucking allowed. And the thing is that you're making this an issue of a naked ass.
Yeah.
You're making an issue out of a non-issue, so now you're making it an issue.
You're making it issue.
You're making the fucking issue. It's just a fucking ass.
It's the same thing with boobies. So
all your movies are fucking racist from the 1960s to the 1980s. So now you want to blur an ass?
oh my God, you're screaming into the microphone.
Because it's fucking aggravating, and I hate it all. I hate all of it.
They do now put disclaimers in front of their movies saying that this was made in a different time.
Hate it all.
Yeah, I hate it all too. Show the movies the way
Quit
they were
catering
made.
to people.
I know. Stop being so.
People want to watch it, they'll watch it. If they don't, they don't.
Stop being so woke. And stop being afraid of the human body. What the fuck is wrong with Americans?
Americans are the worst in this country when it comes to the fucking human body.
You just
the fact that we still have
you
the
just
fucking...
said that. Wait. You just said Americans were the worst in this country. That's funny. But yes, in this world, they are when it comes to the body.
I think the FCC needs to go the fuck away.
They need to stop with.
I think the FCC has they have a business, and that's to control airwaves and make sure shit doesn't cross over to this thing. But the fact that you can control nudity on television, get the fuck out.
Right.
Just get the fuck out.
It's so dumb. Everyone has a butt.
Stupid.
Everyone has a penis. Get over it.
Stupid.
Well, not everyone has a penis, but you know what I mean. Everyone has a butt.
You're not protecting anyone when the internet is fair game, right?
Agreed.
I can't see a dick on television, but I can just Google dick. Google it and just hit images.
You can see,
And I can see millions of them.
and guess what? A 9-year-old can do that too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So stop.
get the fuck over
stop with the.
Stop making it a thing, and it's not a thing.
So stop editing your movies, Disney Plus.
Right.
That's what we're saying. Everyone knows that Bob Saget died unexpectedly a couple days ago, apparently of natural causes at 65 years old, and it kind of shocked a lot of people. Apparently, Bob Ross, the comedian, and singer John Maher were moved so much. They were very upset about this. They were actually asked by Bob Saget's widow to drive to LAX and collect Saget's Prius from the parking lot because he was on a trip in Florida when he died. And they went live on I think it was Instagram or Facebook. I'm not sure which one.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
They
but
wanted
it's
people
not
to.
cool,
They
but-
wanted people to know how they were feeling and what
Right.
they felt about Bob. And apparently, he was fairly well liked and beloved by so many people. So the thing that people really couldn't get past, and which I thought people thought was a lot of fun, was that so when he was on not Family Matters, Full House.
Full House.
He was this very prim
Wholesome,
and proper, wholesome father. But in real life, when he
He
did
is
his stand-up,
not that.
he was dirty, dirty, dirty.
He has the same reputation as Dustin. I can't think of his last name from what's the '90s show where the kids were at school?
Saved by the Bell, Dustin
Saved by the Bell.
Diamond.
Dustin
Yeah,
Diamond,
who
was
has
the same
also
thing.
passed away.
who was very geeky on the
Yeah.
show, but in his
But was
stand-up was extremely
Dirty.
and
He also
filthy.
did porn, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Bob Saget was very lovable. Everyone who knew him loved him to death. They said that I've never. This is what John Mayer said. I've never known a human being on this earth who could give that much love individually and completely to that many people in a way that made each person feel like he was a main character in their life and they were the main character in his life. which is pretty amazing.
Wow.
So if you're with someone like that and they're truly with you and they're truly connecting with you when you're with them,
Right.
you're going to have such a better feeling about them. And I know exactly what John Maher is saying. I don't know Bob Saget and I don't know John Maher, but I know this for true. And I've actually talked to you about this, Dale. Some of our friends. I know I've brought this up to you even recently when we're having conversations or interactions with friends, maybe even here in our house. You're either connecting with me or you're not.
Right.
And if you're asking me questions about me in the same ratio that I'm asking questions about you, then that's a good thing. If it's all about you and you don't give a shit about me and you're not asking me anything back, then you're telling me a lot about you.
Right. We've been in a lot of those situations.
I have been in a lot of those situations, and I try to weed those people out.
Yeah.
Who don't give a shit about me and it's all about them.
Right.
Right? So at 51 years old, I've learned how to do that. And I'm sure that there are people in my life who've also weeded me out because maybe I'm too much for them. Anyway, Bob Saget apparently wasn't that. He made the person he was talking to the main character in his life, and
Right.
that actually makes me feel really good. So there you go. So Bob Saget, great guy.
Great guy. Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
You got it, dude.
And it is sad when someone at 65 dies of not drugs and not disease and just dies in his sleep of natural causes. He just died.
You didn't get my joke.
I missed it.
I said,
2 thumbs up.
You got it, dude. Really?
I don't.
From Full House?
Oh,
Mary-Kate and Ashley? You got it, dude.
I never watched the show.
Jesus fucking Christ. That was the main line from the Twins. You got it, dude.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe the audience
Fuck
will.
you. No, fuck it.
No, maybe
Fuck
the
it.
audience
Fuck
will get
now.
it.
Fuck it now.
Sorry, I didn't get it. I didn't watch the show. I hate that kind of show.
Okay.
Would you stand in line for 7 hours to buy some rainbow-colored popcorn?
No.
This is the Melissa part of the show. Many people did do that this past weekend at the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. This past weekend, they scored the $25 Figment popcorn bucket modeled after the dragon character in Epcot's Journey into Imagination ride, which I've actually been on. I know the character. I think he's cute. I would not want to spend $25 to buy a popcorn bucket in his likeness, though.
I don't want it at all.
Why do people do this? Why do they stand in line for 7-8 hours to buy this fucking plastic popcorn bucket? Because collectors and resellers are selling this shit online for thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. Melissa and I was talking to Melissa online. I said, would you do this? And she said, no. I wouldn't stand in line for 7 hours, but I'd stand in line for 3 hours. And I'm like, I wouldn't stand in line for 3 hours for...
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't stand in line for 3 hours for Ricky Martin. And Ricky Martin's my favorite person on earth after Dale.
I cannot literally think of anything that I want that badly.
Nothing.
That I'm willing to spend an hour in line for.
Nothing. Well, an hour. I could stand in line for an hour for something that I really want. 7 hours?
What is that?
No.
But what is that?
A chance to suck Ricky Martin's dick? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm saying is Melissa said she would do it for 3 hours because she wants to keep one for herself because each person could buy 2. So she would keep one for herself and one to sell on eBay for $3,000. Okay, fine. It's not worth my time. I don't care how many thousands of dollars I can win or get. It's not worth my time. It's just like I'm not going to stand in line for 4 hours to ride Space Mountain. I will not do it. No. I will maybe stand in line for half an hour, which is why I don't go to Disney World. Maybe that's why I don't go.
Disney's awful.
I don't want to stand in line for
It's not a great
anything.
experience.
No. Anyway, so now you guys know I won't stand in line for anything except Ricky Martin's dick. Or Dale's. I'm going too far. Did you guys know that French dressing has been officially deregulated by the United States' FDA after 70 fucking ridiculous, insane, is this what we're paying our government to do years?
The answer is yes.
Literally, the FDA was regulating the ingredients of French dressing for 70 years. They finally let it go just this last week.
And the thing is that the government should regulate the ingredients in most things.
Well, you've lost your mind. Are you taking a counterpoint to what I'm saying?
Yes, because you want to know all the people out there listening who are anti-vaccination. Have you ever ate a piece of American cheese singles?
Yeah.
You ever looked at the fucking ingredients in that? There's cancer-causing agents in that shit. Do you know that the British government has outlawed so many ingredients that we still allow as Americans in our food? And there are people out there refusing to get a fucking vaccination to protect them against
you're
something.
saying that
We eat worse things.
whole section of the show is wrong?
Wrong.
That the government
Wrong.
should be telling you what the ingredients have to be in French dressing?
Yes.
That is ridiculous.
Do you
and
know
it's
the reason
completely
why
going
people
against
don't like-
everything I believe?
Do you know why people don't like Hershey's chocolate?
I don't know,
It's
but
because
I'm gonna.
their chocolate, all it requires that is to be 51%, so 49% of the fucking is just shit.
I didn't know this was.
And that's
gonna,
why no one fucking
Wait.
likes American chocolate, because it's just shit.
I didn't know this was gonna happen. I'm taking down Dale's mic.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Are you serious with
I
this?
am dead serious. You look at it.
You literally want the FDA to regulate the ingredients in our products that we're eating?
Very much so. 100%. Yes. Yes. Do you want to trust these fucking companies in putting... Why do you think the reason why
They
we
have
have...
to put the ingredients right on the box. They have to do that already.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they should be in there. There are at least 4 ingredients, and I can't name them right now, but I just read an article about this, that are banned by the EU. But Americans, the FDA, allows these ingredients to be in our foods. These are cancer-causing agents.
All right. Well, I that's not good. Well, I agree
It's
that
not
that's
good.
not good. But
Right.
all right. I you know what? I'm gonna edit this whole section out.
Oh, now you're canceling me. You motherfucker. You're canceling me. I'm done.